Mind you, military standard is different from the regular standard. They will check your eyes, your teeth, your nose, and all sensory organs, just to test the person's physical strength and ability, or better still, to reduce numbers. Now, a lot of people ask about aptitude test. What's up, people? Welcome to the channel. My name is Freeman Sources, and you know what we do? We push you to the brim of your fitness level. Today, I'm here to take you through the various things and information you need to know and take along before the screening date comes out for you guys who have qualified from the registration process level. Okay, and we're going to talk about documentation, we're going to talk about medicals, we're going to talk about aptitude test, we're going to talk about physical fitness test. If you are ready, grab a pen, grab a paper, because I was born ready for you, and let's go. All right, so let's look at the documentation and screening. All right, now when they talk about documentation, we are looking at the document you have presented. All right, being it your BEC certificate, your high school certificate, being it your, if you are a tradesman, pertaining which field you are going for, the certificate that you acquired from that field, or testimonial. You need to take the original one along when you are going for the screening in your various regions. And this time they've decentralized the recruitment process, so you don't need to travel all the way to Takoradi or Accra or whatever. Just be in your region and go through the process, the respective regions you had selected. If you are monitoring with the platform, you see that okay, it's time and you have to report. But please make sure you carry the original of your documents. Don't carry photocopy. Okay, I've had a lot of DMs who are saying, oh, Mr. Loyce, I don't have the original, but I have the photocopy, I have the... No, please go with the original to be at the safer side. Maybe you might be lucky, they will consider you, maybe, but to be at the safer side, pick the original documents. That any document that you had uploaded onto the platform and they were like, you've qualified, you were not disqualified, pick the original of those documents and send to the said center for screening, please. Next one, we're going to look at the physical fitness test. Of course, there's going to be push-up. Of course, there's going to be sit-up. Of course, there's going to be running. There's going to be we have push-ups, sit-ups, running. All right, those are the basics I know. But mind you, these vary. It depends on the officers there. They will decide if they want to do it or not. It depends. So it varies from region to region. That's I can speak on a bit. It depends. So it's not like cast in stone. But the documentation cuts across because it's really needed. All right, now a lot of people ask about aptitude test. What is aptitude test? Aptitude test is just like testing your general knowledge, and also mathematics background and English background, and like those basic things, you know, how you can be able to solve problem out of the blues, like standing on your feet and solving problem, you know, thinking on your feet, if I can put it that way for you. So you must read wide. You must know current affairs, like some basic things that you should know. All right, if it's Navy you are aiming at, maybe you should read in that line as well. Read wide, know about the Navy. If it's the Army, read wide about the Army and current affairs, being in the Ghana forces and Ghana, what's happening currently in Ghana. They can just ask you maybe they like, has Ghana qualified for the 2026 World Cup? Or Ghana had failed to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. True or false? You see how they may twist the question, and it might be maybe possible answers like A, B, C, D kind of thing. Maybe, yeah. I don't know how they're gonna come up this time around for that. So be prepared on these things. The people who ask me about aptitude test, these like is the bit of what you should look at when we speak about aptitude test. Okay, so physicals, I know people are running and stuff already. Then we are looking at aptitude test, then documents, then medicals. Medicals, it's a bit lengthy, so I'll delve in it in my next video that I'll create for you guys to have a look at. Now let me read this for you real quick. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share to somebody you feel or know it might be helpful to, all right? And also DM in Facebook so that you can join our Telegram group for premium channel activities where we train one-on-one, okay? All right, so I'm going to read this for you, so pay attention. So the process in screen for both regional and medical level, or maybe when you'd done with the medical, it's a whole lengthy process. It's a whole lengthy process. It's going to take weeks, and it's also part. Let me come closer. Let me give you this bit. Sometimes they'll keep on extending the dates. Oh, come today. Oh, come next week. Oh, come next week. So that they use, it's also part of the screening that you should know. So you might get tired along the line and just decide to be like, you know what, I'm not going again. It's part of it. So please. All right. Okay. So sometimes the regional ones specifically differ from region to region, depending, okay? And that's what I said early on. Then some regions may decide to involve physical tests like push-ups, running, sit-ups, and anything related to physical training activities, okay? Then, just to test the person's physical strength and ability, or better still, to reduce numbers. You see, so if you can't clock 30 push-ups quick, you are shaking. That's just by the way. But that one doesn't run through all the regions. Some regions may decide not to do those. As I said, they may decide to or not do that. But I would entreat you to just play it safe. Make sure you are physically fit. All right, these basic things that we've been doing on this channel, time without number, make sure you are like true and true with them. Push up, sit up, running. If pull up, you have a pull up bar or something you can use to push your upper body strength, do it. Just in case it happens, you are ready for it already, because we were born ready, you know. All right, the basic one that cuts across is mostly the documentation. That's the paperwork. They will screen your documents, certificates, birth certificates, qualifications, exam result, and all those that comes with it. All right, and then after that you will do the physical examination. The medics will come around. They will check for deformities, tattoos, bow legs, any health conditions, and those things that are related to what the military standard is looking for. All right, mind you, military standard is different from the regular standard. So don't say my doctor said I was fine, I didn't have this, but they are saying I have it when I came for the screening. No, the military standards are different, way different from the, I would say, civilian standard. All right, so please be mindful so you don't come blasting the Ghana forces afterwards. They're going to check your height, of course. All those ones come into play. Yeah, the height, I'm sure when you were filling the form online, they asked you and you put it in, and some of you were having hitches here and there with meters and centimeters and stuff like that. If you are through with the process, then there will be an aptitude test, which I just touched on already for you. After the aptitude test, those who pass the exams will move on to the next stage. That's the regional level. I mean, from your various regions, you move in here. The regional level will have a similar process. They will mostly do it based on regional professional basis. The medics will have exams to write, and the other disciplines will have to prove their qualifications. If you say you are a welder, if you say you are a refrigerator repairer or something, you would have to prove it, okay? It depends. So sometimes they will go for vetting first before the medicals. But if the medicals come first, you will do the medicals, and it can take like weeks for the medicals. Go come like that. Yeah, they will check your eyes, your teeth, your nose, and all sensory organs. I'm going to take that again. They will check your eyes, your teeth, your nose, and all sensory organs. Say ear, cardio, BMI, your weight, your height, BP, laboratory tests like HIV, hepatitis B, etc. all those ones will be run. It's just a sequence. It's not just to take it serious, stage by stage, every stage and what you do. But sometimes some of the stages are not constant. Hey, that's tricky. They are not. It means they can play your mind. It varies. Maybe somebody can go through something, but a particular person might not pass through that stage or pass through that particular thing. Let me take that again. It varies. Maybe somebody can go through something, a stage, but a particular person might not pass through that stage or pass through that particular thing or process. All right, so you may get there, you find somebody going through some tests, but they will not pick you for that test. It can happen. It does happen. So don't think, oh, this one is some kind of... No. Just mind your business, pray, and make sure your documents and whatever needed is accurate. That's how it works. If you didn't understand something, go back and rewatch that aspect properly and get the understanding of how these things work. But these are the basic things you should prep for. Of course, the medicals, we're going to talk about it deeply in the next episode, but these are things you can't really control. Some you can, but some you can't really control. My name is Freeman Sources. If this was helpful for you, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Of course, I'll always be here to guide you through. Until next episode, let's go!